Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Abby and I wasn't planning on doing this today. We are here in what I call my junk room. So it's my tool DIY storage room. So excuse the background, but it's the perfect room to repot plants on because there's no carpet down, it's floorboards, and you know, it's already dusty. So what we're doing today is, and again, as I love to do, is an impromptu video, but we're going to be repotting these water propagations because they're just screaming to be in soil. Like they've been in water for so long, as you can see, I don't think it's doing them any good anymore. So it's not doing very good anymore for them. And I've been changing the water on these and adding in fertilizer. So I use liquid gold leaf. Don't know if I love it. I'm not sure. I think it's okay. But I've been using that and I've been changing the water every few days, which is not like me. I normally change the water, like I leave it a long while, but there's something on the top that's growing really quickly. And I think it's because I just don't think it's enjoying that many roots in such a small space anymore. I don't think it's really doing well for the roots. Plus, they're not getting enough proper food. So I think that's the reason why they're not producing new growth points and they're just concentrating on the roots, in my opinion. So I thought I wanted to pot these into two pots, but I reused those big, my previous Albo, plant pots, terracotta ones. I used those at the allotment for some blackberry bushes, which really didn't need that fancy terracotta pot, but I've got this and this can handle all of the cuttings, and there's 7 cuttings. But what I'm going to do for the first time is think about the growth of it and put in a moss pole now. And I've got loads of moss poles, so just grab one from downstairs. But this has been living outside for 2 or 3 months, so there's probably loads of bugs in here, but I'm sure they'd be beneficial if anything. So I'm going to put them all in this, and like I say, it's not what I wanted originally. That's what in my mind anyway, but it's what I fancy now, so we're gonna go with that. That's all the potting mix I also have that's in here. I found this in the cellar. I don't know what that is. It's potting mix, but I don't know what kind. And I've got this Grow Tropicals potting mix that I've never opened when they kindly gifted me like 5 bags. This is the fern one. I'm sure it's fine. And I know, as I always say, I would never be seen doing this 4 years ago, but with my experience, I know they're really hardy. They'll be fine with a fern potting mix. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's necessary just be for ferns, but yeah, I'm gonna go for it. And I just still don't think I've got enough soil. So I'm kind of looking at what else I can like unpot to use the soil that I might not necessarily need it in that anymore. It's very hard to explain, but I'm seeing which plant I can cull and potentially put in leca, because I've got some leca. But ultimately, we're just gonna get potting. So I'm gonna put all the potting mix I've got at the bottom now. So there's just a layer about this much, it's quite a lot. That won't stay still. And I'm just gonna place, we'll just have to lean it. I'm just gonna place these cuttings I've got where I think will work. I've got so much space in this room, honestly, there's so much space, but I'm crammed next to a chest of drawers. Like, I do this all the time. So here's what I'm talking about in terms of, can you see the roots are like really ready for soil. So I'll put the things over here and because I've got a lot to work with, and do you know what, if they don't all fit in, it's fine. This is the top. I really need to sort out my filming situation, but yeah, I think I'm just going to, a string would really help, but that's also at I'm just gonna try, and the water's quite warm because I've just, so that's a definitely, that one's rotting for sure, and it isn't a main. Right, don't be lazy, go get some scissors. Oh, I can literally see string, literally see string. I'm gonna go get scissors and string. Scissors and string. So scissors to cut. To cut that big floppy root off. I don't actually have anywhere for this to go either. No, like, well, that's not true. I do have surface space now. I showed you in a previous video. I've got right next to the window. But as we're in an old house, the floors aren't level, so the shelf normally would be like this, and in like a straight house, a new build, but the shelves are like this. So I get really scared about, if you know, putting something on top of it. I've got a new growth point on this one, just there, and then these are small roots, but I've got all of this like kind of sludgy stuff, which I know is just like the new roots forming. So I'm thinking like that. You probably can't see, but I don't have anything to prop you up on. And then, oh, it smells like a fish tank, honestly, this water, which is a good thing, I think, for the water to be like algae-like. I don't think it's bad, but. And then I've got these as well. These are a bit smaller. That's my half moon leaf. This one, kind of half moon. New growth point. There's some sludge. They've literally been growing in a really small space, like, for so long. Okay, cool. And they're the prettier ones. These all came from the same plant. I got the plant and I'm putting it all back together again, but I don't know, I just wasn't loving the growth of the plant. I've mentioned it before, it just wasn't my favourite. Okay, so I think the best thing to do now is to get some string. My string that I love is like a blue string, and it's like a blue thread, and it's like really, really pretty. I have been silly and used that at the allotment for the tomatoes to hold them up, but I could have just used this, but I didn't know I had it, to be honest, until I could physically see it on the bottom shelf, which is a room that I sorted out, so I should have really seen it. It would be really helpful if this all stayed in place. I normally say repotting plants is super quick and easy, but this is not super quick and easy. I think what I'll do is just make the initial tie. I've got two phones, you know, I could probably do different angles with the second one, but I just always find, and it's very bad of me, but Magnus is off nursery for 2 weeks. So that's why I'm feeling like I got the idea to do this now while he was still sleeping, and I don't have the time to set up. So if I plan things like I have been recently, but plan things better, I could be smarter with my time. But anyway, how is everyone else doing? Because it's been quite some time since I've had a sit down video like this where I'm trying to navigate something, and I haven't really been like, you know, talking about specific things. So how is everyone? I feel like things are weird in the world as always. just, yeah, really strange. I'm still finding the cost of living, I know it's everywhere around the world, but like obviously I only know the UK, but I still find the cost of living a really weird thing as well. Just, I'm going to the shops and like spending like £20 on like a quick, like just nipping in for kind of eggs kind of shop, when that used to cost me like £5. I don't know, it's just honestly so strange. And I don't think it will ever change or improve. Okay, everything is kind of in place now, and I'm just gonna pour these in and pray that I've got enough. And what I do is, because these have been water propagating for, I'm trying to remember where this is from. It's not in the same bag either. I don't know. Because these have been water propagating for so long, I'm going to keep the soil moist, more on the moist side. I'm not going to keep it soaked. Okay, that didn't touch the surface. Kind of need Magnus to wake up and hold that for me. Can use this now. I think this was the one that I saw a mushroom growing in. It might have been the Anthurium one. Honestly, please don't hate me for giving them this. I mean, it's like it's got like charcoal in it. It's got, it actually tells me. It's got, doesn't say, it normally does say. It doesn't say, but it says balance of moisture retention and drainage. So we'll see. I mean, it is more of it's like a fibrous stuff mix rather than big and chunky, but I'm honestly not concerned. Just needs to make sure these roots are well covered. Oh well, the whole thing's gone in now. I think I'm gonna have just enough. Maybe I might have to. Go ahead. Magnus. Oh, I know what else. It's the people, probably kids screaming past the house. It's like, why is he? He normally wakes up and he's like, Mama. And I'm like, yeah. Okay, so everything is in situ. Looks all right. It's not going to stay very well. It does need a water, you know, so it can find, all the soil can go into any gaps and it can kind of like secure everything in place. This was unnecessarily long, but I'll keep it for another plant. I think I love it. I think I really, really like it. It just isn't that stable. Okay. Everything is a bit wonky. I've also got one in here that's got half a leaf, like it was damaged and the leaf is bent over, which I decided I was going to put in, and then now I'm kind of having regrets, but I don't know. I think if I can use one of those clips to tie it in place. Does anyone ever have success with keeping their moss pods upright? Like that is like, there's this much soil in it and it's touching the bottom, but it's still like falling. Anyway, this is what I've got. Let me be careful with it. Ta-da! Kind of goes all the way around, but not so much. You see there's a back. So I really like it. I'm really happy. It does look really good. I think I need to straighten it out though, because there's clearly a front and a back, but the sides are kind of being a bit weird. I need another clip. Please say there's one on here. Oh, I don't think there is one on here. There's not. Maybe I'll just use that string. I like the clips because they really hold it in place. Just use that, and then I'm pretty sure the other moss poles, I've got like 3 I'm using downstairs in the cellar, and there's one up there. I'm pretty sure there's ta-da! It looks really good, really busy. Kind of confused as to what goes where at the moment, but I really like it. I really like it. It looks so good. I'm going to end the video here because I'm pretty sure he's going to wake from his slumber very soon. But I'll put a picture on screen as to what, or a video as to what it looks like now. I am in love. I love it so much, and I'm so happy I've done this. Honestly, I've been procrastinating this for ages and the roots were screaming at me. But it looks really, really good.